There is a pill sitting in medicine cabinets across America right now. Millions of seniors take it every single day. They take it with their morning coffee or just before bed, often without a second thought about its long-term impact. Their doctor prescribed it once, years ago, for a temporary issue. The pharmacy has refilled it without question every month since. And yet, it is quietly working against everything your body is trying to achieve after 60. It is a silent biological interference. I'm not talking about a rare medication or something experimental. I'm talking about one of the most commonly prescribed and even over-the-counter pills in the entire country. It is likely sitting in your cabinet right now. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, what it's doing to your brain and bones, and the 3 specific questions you must ask your doctor about it at your very next appointment. This knowledge could change your health trajectory starting today. After 60, your body processes medications completely differently than it did at 40 or even 50. Your metabolism has shifted, your cellular receptors have changed, and your kidneys and liver are simply more delicate. Your prescriptions need to reflect that new reality. Kidney and liver function naturally decline by about 1% every year after age 40. This means pills stay in your system longer and at higher, potentially toxic concentrations than the manufacturer originally tested for in younger study groups. The gut microbiome also changes dramatically after 60. You have fewer good bacteria to help process these chemicals and maintain your immunity, fundamentally altering how drugs are absorbed, utilized, and eventually cleared by your system. Consider this. Adults over 65 make up just 15% of the population, yet they consume over 40% of all prescription medications in the United States. We are the most medicated generation in history, often without a clear exit plan for these drugs. This often leads to what we call the prescription cascade. This is when a medication causes a side effect, which is then misdiagnosed as a new medical condition, leading to yet another prescription. It is a cycle that can overwhelm a senior's biology. This leads to polypharmacy, taking 5 or more medications simultaneously. While often necessary, it creates a web of complex biological interactions that even the most seasoned clinical researchers struggle to track fully in the aging body. But today, we're focusing on one single pill category that may be working against your brain and your heart. And here's the most unsettling part. It was likely designed to help you with something as simple as a little heartburn after a meal. I want to be very clear. If you take this medication, your doctor wasn't wrong to prescribe it initially. For short-term flare-ups or active ulcers, they work exactly as they should. The problem isn't the pill itself, it's the duration of use. I'm talking about proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs. You likely know them as Prilosec, Nexium, or pantoprazole. They are staples in millions of medicine cabinets, often taken daily for years or even decades on end. The real issue is what happens when short-term relief becomes a permanent fixture, months becoming years. This is where the chronic risk for seniors begins to outweigh the digestive benefits. Your stomach acid is there for a reason, to break down nutrients. By permanently suppressing that acid, these pills block the absorption of B12, a nutrient that is absolutely critical for your nerve function and cognitive health. Think of B12 as the literal insulation around your nerve wires. Without it, the biological signals start to short-circuit. When B12 levels drop, your memory, your balance, and your overall mood are all at risk. It makes the world feel just a little more shaky and uncertain. Many seniors are misdiagnosed with early dementia when they are actually just B12 deficient. Then there is magnesium. It regulates over 300 biochemical reactions, including your heart rhythm and deep sleep quality. Depleting it with daily PPIs is like trying to run a high-performance engine without oil. It will eventually stall. Multiple large-scale clinical studies have now linked long-term PPI use to a significantly higher risk of developing dementia. The research is becoming harder and harder for the medical community to ignore as our population ages. A 2023 study published in the journal Neurology followed over 10,000 adults and found that long-term use was associated with a 33% increased risk of cognitive decline. That is a number that should make every senior stop and look at their cabinet. They also significantly impact bone density. Without enough stomach acid, you can't properly absorb the calcium and minerals needed to keep your bones strong. This is a devastating side effect for anyone over 60 already working to prevent fractures and falls. Think of your gut like a garden. PPIs don't just lower acid, they change the entire soil chemistry. And when the soil is wrong, nothing grows right, including the signals your brain needs to maintain your memory and personality. But there is a second pill category many seniors take, often without a prescription, that is equally concerning for brain health. I'm talking about anticholinergic sleep aids and antihistamines. You might know them as Benadryl or Zizquil. These pills work by blocking a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. This is the chemical your brain uses for memory, learning, and muscle control. For a senior brain, blocking acetylcholine is like turning off the lights in a room you're trying to navigate. Seniors take them for a good night's sleep, but they often wake up with what we call medication-induced confusion. The FDA has flagged these specifically for our age group, yet they remain on every pharmacy shelf, labeled as safe and gentle. Are you feeling that constant fatigue that sleep doesn't seem to fix? Or perhaps unexplained muscle weakness, or those frustrating midnight cramps? These aren't just signs of aging, they are signs of chronic biological depletion. Some experience tingling in their hands and feet. Others struggle with a persistent brain fog that makes concentrating on simple tasks feel like an exhausting chore. Your body is waving a red flag, and it's time we paid attention to what it's saying. Most people, and sadly, even some busy doctors, chalk these symptoms up to just getting older. But these are not inevitable milestones of aging. They are often side effects disguised as age, and you have the power to investigate them further. Comment below with a pill emoji if you or someone you love takes one of these daily medications. When you read the comments, you'll realize you are part of a massive community of seniors looking for better, more natural answers. There is a direct communication highway between your digestive system and your brain called the gut-brain axis. It is the literal foundation of your cognitive and emotional health. When your gut is compromised by these pills, your brain feels every single impact. Warning signs of B12 deficiency include not just memory issues, but also a persistent sore tongue, difficulty walking, and even mood swings. If you've been on a PPI for more than a year, these are signs you cannot ignore. Magnesium deficiency often shows up as heart palpitations, eye twitches, and poor sleep quality. These aren't just annoyances, they are your nervous system's way of telling you that the oil in your engine is dangerously low. Some researchers now believe up to 50% of seniors diagnosed with age-related cognitive decline are actually suffering from simple nutrient deficiencies caused by the very pills meant to help them. Imagine how many lives could be changed with a simple blood test. I am not telling you to stop your medication today. That would be irresponsible and potentially dangerous. I am telling you, it is time to have a professional, collaborative conversation with your doctor that you may never have been invited to have before. At your next visit, ask these 3 questions. Have I been on this longer than originally intended? Are there lower doses or natural alternatives? And can we check my B12 and magnesium levels today? Be persistent. Be your own best advocate in that office. A supportive doctor will welcome these questions as a sign that you are committed to your long-term health and independence. This is your life, and you deserve to have all the data. For acid reflux, explore dietary trigger elimination or the apple cider vinegar protocol. Simple shifts like not lying down within 3 hours of eating can be revolutionary for your digestion without the side effects of drugs. For sleep, look into magnesium glycinate, the gentlest form for a senior stomach. Combined with a regular sleep hygiene routine, it can provide the restorative rest you need without blocking your vital acetylcholine signals. While working with your doctor, consider replenishing what's been lost. High-quality methyl B12, magnesium glycinate, and a targeted multi-strain probiotic can help restore the soil of your gut garden and your mental clarity. You didn't know what you didn't know until today. But now you have the knowledge to change the course of your health and feel like yourself again. Knowledge is the first step toward a more vibrant and independent future. The modern pharmaceutical model is often focused on managing symptoms rather than restoring root health and cellular vitality. That means the burden of curiosity falls on you. Be curious, be bold, and be persistent about your well-being. The seniors I see thriving well into their 80s and 90s are those who ask the difficult questions and seek the root cause. They treat their doctor as a trusted partner in a long-term journey, not just an authority to be followed blindly. As you reclaim your nutrient levels, your body can finally focus on maintaining your independence. With the help of BDNF, or Miracle-Gro for the brain, you can protect your cognitive function while keeping your physical strength. We also focus on proprioception, your body's spatial awareness. Combined with restored nerve health from B12, this is your ultimate defense against dangerous falls. You are building a stronger, safer foundation every single day. Finally, never underestimate quality sleep. It's when your glymphatic system washes the metabolic waste from your brain. Rest is not a luxury. It is the most powerful medicine we have. Use it wisely to protect your future self. Your health after 60 is a compound effect of these small, informed daily choices. You have the power to steer this ship toward vitality and clarity. I'm here to help you navigate every step of the way. Join thousands of other seniors who are taking their health back. Subscribe, share this video with someone you love who needs to hear this, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious, stay active, and stay well.